Wow, time flies! Just like that, it's time for us to embark on the next phase of our journey! We need to head to Natlan next. Neverlight called it a nation of dragons, but that description doesn't give us much to go off of. Exactly! Even when Inazuma was completely closed off, we still managed to run into people from there in other nations. Huh. Could it be that there are no humans in Natlan?
Yes! Yes! That look of surprise and excitement is perfect!
Okay, just make sure you get Paimon's good side. Wait, hang on a minute! What's with the photo shoot, Charlotte?
Well, I heard you two were about to leave for the next part of your journey. After everything you did for Fontaine, the Steambird simply had to follow up on a scoop like that. Oh, I have a feeling we're going to be short on material once you're gone.
Oh, so you knew we were leaving. We don't need a big send-off. That's not really our thing.
Yeah, that's definitely not your style, but we got to thinking. And, well, a little change never hurt anyone, right?
We?
All those obstacles we overcame side by side. Feels like it was just yesterday.
If you encounter any troubles along your journey, you need only let us know, no matter the distance between us.
Partings are inevitable, of course, but distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? One thing will never change, though. We'll always have the memories we made together during this time.
Whoa, you're all here!
That we will. I'm looking forward to hearing about your future adventures. So make sure to stop by and tell us about them some...
Well, in light of your impending departure...
Ooh, great idea! We even have a professional...
Leave it to me. Just give me a moment to set the camera up.
Oh, by the way, you're overthinking the whole Natlan issue, Paimon. Natlan, it's just that, because of their local customs, the native people choose not to leave. They're not unwelcoming to outsiders, though. People travel there for business and leisure alike, and usually return with nothing but good things to say.
Many members of the Spina have visited in the past, too.
Well, that's a relief. Hopefully we don't get swept up in any major drama this time.
Well, given your experience and skill in that regard, I have no doubt you'll be able to overcome anything that comes your way.
Still, I hope you can avoid danger this time around. An uneventful trip might be a nice change of pace.
All right, I'm ready. Shall we? Well then, traveler.
Bon voyage!
Wow! So this is Natlan! So many strange mountains, and so many animals Paimon has never seen before! Doesn't look like there are any cities around here, though. Where should we start? Good idea! Finding people means we can learn information about... And once we've met the Archon, we should have a better idea of what to expect during our journey. Well, Paimon hopes this one is easy to get along with. As long as we don't get on their bad, come on! Let's keep following the road!
There is no escape! I'm sorry, Kachina. I know it's not right for us to go back on our word like this, but Kempoa and I have to do well during this pilgrimage.
You can't seem to find other people to join our team, and we don't have time to sit around and wait.
But if you two leave, I'll be the only one left.
We really are sorry, but you still have plenty of chances. You're young, and you bear an ancient name on top of that. We're just ordinary tribal warriors with years of battle under our belt and no glory to show for it. Not to mention the physical toll of all.
We barely had a chance last time, remember? We can't expect a better result with even fewer people. Pilgrimage registration closes tonight. This is our last chance to switch teams.
Well, alright. I guess it is what it is. I just wish I was stronger. I'm nothing compared to the other ancient name bearers. But never mind. I guess this is just par for the course as Uthabiti, huh? I'm sure I'll figure something out.
Well, if we do well this time, there's still a spot for you at the victory feast.
Yeah, even though we're not participating in the competition together.
Of course. Anyway, you... Guess I'll have to wait until the next pilgrimage.
Looks like that little girl over there was just abandoned. Wonder what happened.
Huh? Oh, gosh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Wait, I haven't seen you around the tribe before. Are you travelers?
Yep, we just got to Natlan.
Oh, welcome! I'm Kachina, Uthabiti Kachina. Oh, that's something we call an ancient name. It's a tradition we have here in Natlan, although it's kind of complicated to explain. You can think of it like a title for now. If you're here for the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, you'll find out what they mean soon enough.
So, this pilgrimage is...
Oh, yeah! It's a competition we hold every so often. The competition receives tons of attention, so if you place highly, you're guaranteed instant acclaim, and you earn the right to take part in the Night Warden Wars. Basically, the winners become heroes, and that's pretty much everyone's goal around here.
Sounds like a massive fighting tournament or something. Do you have to be in a team?
Well, due to the sheer number of participants, the pilgrimage is actually divided into 2 phases. Phase 1 is a team competition. Usually an ancient name bearer serves as the team captain and leads their team in various battles around Natlan, with the goal of capturing Sacred Flame. Oh, and an ancient name bearer is just someone with one of those titles I mentioned earlier. The participants from the winning teams qualify to take part in individual one-on-one matches.
Yeah, the skill seems pretty huge. Wait a minute. If ancient name bearers lead the teams, that means you must be a team captain.
Sure am. Although, I don't exactly have any team members anymore. The key to winning is in the strength of the team captain. That's what everyone says. But, the difference in strength between bearers can practically be night and day. So, their decision does make sense. I'd feel the same way if I were in their shoes. All ancient name bearers have to take part. It's our duty. So if no one wants to be on my team, then at worst I'm looking at a few extra scrapes and scratches. I'm not great at fighting, but I always manage to get back on my feet in no time.
Psst, Traveler. Based on the direction of this conversation, Paimon thinks it might be time for us to do our thing. Yep. Time for the next phase of our journey to start.
What are you guys talking about? Sorry, didn't mean to freak out on you. I just I really appreciate the offer. That's so unbelievably generous of you. But only
Oh, Paimon thought we could just join your team and fight our way to the top.
It's all right. Really. I mean,
Really?
we're all usually on good terms, but whenever pilgrimage register, they don't make eye contact or bring up the pilgrimage. It's like they're afraid I'll ask them. I probably don't even need to explain the reason. I'm too weak. It's pretty obvious there's nothing to gain from being on my...
Oh, don't you worry. The Traveler's strong enough for the three of us. Gods, dragons, giant narwhals. She can give them all a run for their Mora.
Oh, I get it. You were able to overlook my lack of strength because you're confident in your own skills.
That's right. We always try to help people out during our travels. That's what makes a true adventurer.
A true adventurer. You guys are really special. You know you're planning on staying in Natlan for a little while, right? Mind if...
Learn from us?
Yeah, like a disciple or a sidekick. You don't even have to teach me anything. I'll just observe. I promise I won't be in the way. Besides, I can take you to see the sights and introduce you to Natlan in the meantime.
What do you think, Traveler? Seems like she really looks up to you. Oh, right! Didn't those people from earlier say the registration people...
Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be able to manage it this close. I lose all the time. I'm used to it. Everyone around me. But if I manage to learn a thing or two from you, I might just pull off a... Thank you! Who would have thought I'd get the chance to... Well, come with me, you two. I'll show you where I grew up and introduce you to our tribe, the Children of Echoes.
Whoa. That thing over there looks super intimidating. You sure it's not gonna fall off?
Don't worry. Our tribe works closely with stone. That's one of our symbols, actually. It's not going anywhere, I promise you. Many of our tribes people love music and dance and have an amazing sense of rhythm. In the past, Outlanders have come here just to study our culture and exchange views. My parents wanted me to learn dance, but I wanted to become a warrior instead. Hey, it's Io! Come on, over here! Allow me to introduce you. This is Io, my Saurian companion. He's saying hello. I think he likes you.
Saurian? So in Natlan, you consider Saurians to be part of your family?
Of course. Natlan is not only a nation of heroes, but also a nation of Sauri. Outlanders always seem to think of Io as my pet, but that's not the case at all. Io and I go on adventures together, but he also has a Saurian family and a place to stay of his own. The Children of Echoes have the closest ties to the Tepetlisaurs, which are naturally very friendly to humans. All Saurians have their own personalities, but I think calling them our companions... See? Io agrees with me.
Oh! You're here too!
No way! You have a Saurian companion too! Oh, what a sweet little thing! I think your friend here will get along with Io just fine. Alright, you two go have fun. I've got some important business to handle, and then I'll be right back. No mischief, okay? And you better not go leading your new friend astray, or I'm This is the most cherished and most sacred item in our tribe. It symbolizes the Wayab that protects us and grants us blessings.
Wayab? Is that a god of some sort?
Sort of. We believe the Wayab dwell beneath the earth, while the Pyro Archon hails from above. We hold regular gatherings here, actually. Our chief recounts and interprets dreams relating to our Wyab to decipher. The Wyab know the past and can foresee the future. Isn't...
Huh. Kachina, what are you doing here?
Chief! Oh, let me introduce you. This is Pakal, the chief of our tribe. Chief, these two just arrived in Natlan. They're super accomplished adventurers.
Kachina is a child of our tribe. Her safety... I don't know how you met her, but I'm gonna...
Whoa! There's no need for that, Chief. They're good...
A feeling isn't going to satisfy your parents, Kachina.
How about, we show you our adventurer handbook? It's where all our previous travels are recorded.
The people who belong to the Adventurers Guild are kind of a mixed bag. You're the Traveler, and you're Paimon, her familiar.
Paimon is a guide! Jeez, these rumors are getting out of control. Well, okay, maybe this one's not.
Wait, is there something special about those names?
You haven't heard?
Nope.
Learn well from her, Kachina. It's unlikely you've ever had a teacher of greater merit.
Really? To earn that kind of praise from the chief, you guys must be even stronger than I thought.
Apologies for not trusting your word.
Oh, don't worry about it. You were just doing your duty.
Well, Kachina's still young, so you can never be too careful. As for you, Kachina, isn't registration about to close? Why haven't you headed out yet?
Don't worry, Chief. I told my teammates to go ahead. I'll catch up with them in a bit. I may not be much of a fighter, but I am quick on my feet.
Kachina's trying not to worry him, huh?
I see. Well, I hope I wasn't interrupting anything just now. If I did, just tell me where you left off, and I might be able to help with the explanations.
Let me think. I told them about the Wyab, so now's the perfect time to dive into ancient names. Good thing you're here, Chief. I don't think I could explain it very well.
Oh, right! That word kept popping up in our conversation earlier. So what does it mean exactly?
Well, Natlan is a nation of heroes whose valiant deeds are preserved and passed down over time in the form of stories. You can think of an ancient name almost like a label for these stories. By mentioning an ancient name, we remind ourselves of the epic sagas of heroes past.
For example, the most famous bearer of my ancient name fought in 27 Night Warden Wars. By the time he fought in his last one, he was already over 60 years old. Even though he wasn't quite where he used to be physically speaking, he still managed to achieve top rankings during the pilgrimage.
Ancient names allow us to preserve the stories of the past, but they're also much more than that. Think of an ancient name almost like an heirloom passed down from generation to generation. Do you have your stone on you, Kachina?
Of course. Here, take a look.
Whoa, that black stone looks so mysterious.
The Wyab decide who is deserving of inheriting an ancient name. Once a successor is selected, the name becomes theirs to bear, and their deeds are then preserved within it. As time passes, ancient names come to represent the heroic deeds of more and more bearers, and their value becomes even more profound. In turn, the accomplishments preserved within it serve as an inspiration for the next generation of successors.
Just like me. I'm still not sure why our Wyab chose me of all people. But if I didn't know the stories of all the past heroes, how they never stopped fighting, I probably would have given up a long...
Then you're saying this stone doesn't have any actual power? Like it's not gonna make Paimon super strong?
None at all. And that is precisely how it exercises its unique value.
Think of it this way. If you become a hero because the heavens granted you strength, are your triumphs earned or given.
Oh, Paimon gets it! If people start to ask those kinds of questions, the stories suddenly become a lot less inspirational.
Someone had this to say about ancient names. Our forebears carved miracles into obsidian rock, yet future bearers looked upon them and saw strength. The miracles of the past become the motivations of the present. The limitations of the past become the breakthroughs of today. That's more or less the gist of it. So there's no rush, Kachina. Many people struggle to understand the Wyeb's judgment after receiving an ancient name. As long as you never stop trying to improve your abilities and surpass yourself, your time will come.
Thank you, Chief. I'll get it together, just you watch. Well, it's getting late. I've got to get to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Oh, right. I'm not sure where you're headed, but mind taking a detour with me?
Is that where the pilgrimage is taking place?
Yep, and outside of competition season, it's the place where our intertribal gathering... Of course! She's the most important figure in the entire event!
Sounds like a plan then. Let's go!
Well, if the Traveler and Paimon are with you, then I don't need to worry about your safety.
Alright, we're off! See you later! I got so carried away just now, I didn't consider what would happen if our destinations were different. Luckily, that's not the case. Or, well, I guess...
You sure it's okay you didn't tell the chief about your team?
Chief Pakal's a really nice guy. If he knew the truth, he might even ask, but he's not as young as he used to be. And he's got some old injuries that still bother. He'll find out what really happened when he sees me compete. I'm sure I'll get an earful for lying, but...
Yeah, your teammates left you high and dry and you made sure...
It's not their fault, really! The pilgrimage is extremely important to the people of Natlan. We all grow up listening to stories about the heroes of the past and dream of becoming warriors with the strength to defend our nation. Not out of a selfish desire for glory, but to lend our strength to a greater cause. Anyway, don't worry about it for now. Once you witness the spectacle for yourself, maybe it'll all start to make more sense. It'll also be a great opportunity to experience our culture and history. Alright, time to leave our settlement. Let's head that way. Our last stop.
The statue is so pretty! Is that what the Pyro Archon is like?
You betcha. Beautiful, effortlessly confident, and absolutely awesome.
Oh, since we're here, you might as well go get your shiny new elemental powers, Traveler.
Huh? You can get elemental power from the Statue of the Seven?
Oh, just you watch, Kachina. Huh? That's not right. Is the statue asleep or something? Huh. Shouldn't you be able to shoot fireballs or summon flame pillars by now? Strange. Must be something unique to Natlan. Sorry, Kachina. We got your hopes up for nothing.
No, it's all right. If anything, I'm even more curious now. Right? That's something only vision bearers can use. Could you show me? Only...
Take it away, Traveler!
Wow! Different elemental powers! Wielded by a single person! I've never even heard of something like that! Let me might give it a try. Nope. Still just Geo. Anyway, I was right. You really are something special.
Just wait until you hear about our previous adventures. Whoa! What's that?
Oh, that's a cuckoo soar. They fly high and fast, and they're always full of energy.
Right? It's been ages since that day we first saw Dvalin. We've come so far.
Oh, before I forget, we've got a pretty... They look like shiny little gems, don't they? Don't be fooled, though. I always bring a few when I know I'm gonna be out and about for a while.
Woo! Paimon loves candy. Thanks.
My pleasure, my pleasure! I've got all sorts of... We've come a long way. How does a break sound?
Great idea! All this sightseeing is making Paimon hungry.
Oh, are you all out of candy? I've got some more if you want. I've also got bread.
Whoa, you're practically a walking cafeteria!
I just like bringing a lot of stuff with me. As my mom always says, they only come in handy every so often. But... Huh? Is everything okay, Traveler? Seems...
Yeah, that was so weird. It has to mean something.
Actually, you know what? It could be because our Archon is different from the rest.
Different how?
Well, I heard that other nations' Archons live a long time and belong to a class of extremely powerful beings known as God.
And that's not the case?
Not at all. Every Pyral Archon in Natlan was an ordinary person before taking...
Huh? A human serving as an Archon? Is that even possible? You find it hard to believe too, huh?
So that's not normal then? I guess I've just got...
Well, based on what we've seen, that's not usually how it works. It can't be that easy for a human to...
Pretty sure the Pyro Archon's the only one who can answer that. I do know this, though. Even after becoming the Pyro Archon, the person in the position... The statue of the Seven may look a lot like our current Archon, but that has to be a coincidence. Countless people have held that title over the... Oh, I should also mention, the pilgrimage is actually how we select the Pyro Archon. Anyone can claim the title, you just have to prove your strength.
So the contest is all about how strong you...
That's right. We believe performance in battle is the most comprehensive test for it. Our current Archon achieved an overwhelming... Don't just take my word for it, though. Even the tribe elders said they've never seen an Archon with such strength before. But it's just as Chief Pakal said. Today's limits are tomorrow's breakthroughs. Our future
Okay, Paimon's gonna ignore the whole human becoming an Archon thing for now. It's just... If she's really that... If we think back to what happened in Inazuma...
I wouldn't worry about it. Our Archon's a wonderful
Yeah, you're right. It's not like we're planning on causing trouble.
It'll all work out. You'll meet her soon enough.
Alright, Paimon's just about ready to...
Oh, we call this a phlogiston chisleth. Good things happen if you infuse it with phlogiston. Sorry to disappoint, but... Wait! You can use it too? How? That was amazing! I don't even know what to say!
Wait, look behind you! Something's coming! What do we do? Is something after us? Should we...
We're fine. This here is Toto. Hiya, Toto. Well, aren't we looking lively today? Did the chisel...
Oh! So it was just a...
That's right. There's quite a few of them around here. He's always hanging around these parts. I swear he does it just to show off.
What does the...
That's an invitation. He's offering us a ride.
Paimon's not so sure about this. It's kind of... Oh, good point. You guys have fun with it. Wow, the sightseeing is even better from up here.
The higher the vantage point, the better the view.
Are you and Toto close to Kachina?
Yep. When I was little, my parents and I went to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame to buy a bunch of different fruits, but the cart we were using to transport them flipped over on our way back. Toto wasn't even half his current size back then, but I still burst into tears when I saw him approach. I was afraid he was going to eat all the berries and sunsettias and leave none. In the end, though, he didn't eat a single one. And even chased off a few other saurians looking. After that, he used his big head to help get our cart. I've been bringing him fruit ever since. Oh, and I was the one that named him. With the sheer amount of food he can eat, he pretty much grew like a weed. Before I knew it, he was already this big. Oh, look over there! That's destination. This... You can let us off here, Toto. Thanks for the lift. It's an easy walk from here, so I say we head the rest of the way on foot. It'd be quite the trek.
That's true, especially considering it.
We made it! I'm supposed to meet some friends here, but...
Open your eyes, Slowpoke! Ugh, we've been here this entire time. I've already lost track of how long you've kept us away. Listen here, you. It's not just Kanish and Moalani's time.
What the heck? That's a strange-looking Saurian.
Take it down a notch, alright? You don't even know some of these people. Just because Kachina's too nice to get mad at you doesn't give you an excuse to be rude.
And what are you gonna do about it? You think you're the boss of... Hey! Oh, what do you think you're doing?
Alright, I've put him in a timeout for now. Sorry about that.
Aw, you didn't have to do that. Hal just doesn't have much of a filter, that's...
He got what he deserved. Let's just hope the lesson sticks this time.
Mualani, there you are!
Looks like you made some new friends. And here I was worried you ran into trouble on your way here.
Hello, Paimon's Paimon.
A traveler, you say? You came at the perfect time. The pilgrimage...
I don't see your teammates with you, Kachina.
Oh, they...
So you're saying you've been ditched? That might give them an advantage during the team stage, but it all comes down to individual strength sooner or later.
Yeah, well... I couldn't even promise them we would make it through the team stage. The outcome of the team stage usually depends on the ancient name-bearer, after all.
Hey now. There's not a single person here that can promise their team victory. You're putting too much... Besides, you're not lacking in strength at all. You just need a bit more confidence. You were only 3 victories short of reaching the Night Warden Wars last time.
Wait, so if the pilgrimage is like a national sporting competition, then what are the Night Warden Wars?
The former is a battle of skill. The latter is a real war. A war against our eternal enemy, the Abyss.
So they're here too. Well, wait a second. You're saying the prize for winning the pilgrimage is the chance to go to war?
That's not too far off. That's why it's called the Night Warden Wars. The pilgrimage chooses the strongest warriors among the tribes, and those warriors fight to repel the Abyss in defense of our homeland. Their names and deeds are then recorded in epic tales passed down over time. That is the highest honor you can achieve in Nat. Yes, but that's the nature of war. Danger comes with it. Resisting the Abyss is our duty. But we're not alone in this fight. We also...
It's something we call the Ode of Resurrection, which does exactly what it sounds like.
Resurrect people, you mean?
Yep, so it's not so scary, really. Our Archon's blessing...
Let's go register. We don't have much time.
Wait, what about you, Kachina? You're not really planning...
We really wish we could help, but we're not from here, so it...
There's no threshold to the number of participants. With the sheer number of team, no matter how strong or experienced the warrior, victory is never assured. In a situation like that, it's always better...
Oh, how about this? When we register, why don't we ask if these two can have special permission to... Odds are the answer will be no, so if that doesn't work, well...
You're not asking me to lead your team, are you?
Look at you, mind reader. So, what do you say?
Fine by me, but doesn't that leave you and...
There's a world of difference between that and flying solo. I bet our new friends here will agree that 2's always better than 1, right?
Oh, you mean us? You're right! 2 is definitely better than 1!
It's just like the old saying we have here in Natlan.
But what if I drag you down?
Listen to yourself. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Natlan who can beat...
Hearing you say that does make me feel a little more confident. Still, teams rarely contain more than one ancient name-bearer. people are definitely gonna think of us as cowards.
The rules don't forbid it, so who cares what they think? It's not like they left us any other option.
Well, I'll leave you to break the news to your soon-to-be former teammates. I'm not...
Oh, I know. They deserve to hear it from me anyway. Just give me a second, you guys. We can go sign up.
This is the place. Let's wait for Mualani here.
Did you see the flags at the front gate when we entered?
Oh, yeah. There were flags, weren't there?
Those are our tribal flags. One for each of the 6 tribes that make up Natlan, including the Children of Echoes.
Why the sudden tour guide routine?
I said I'd introduce them to Natlan, and we've got nothing.
Fair enough. Well, I'm from the Scions of the Canopy. We live high in the mountains and have the closest ties to the Yumkasaurs.
My friend Mualani belongs to the people of the Springs, a seaside tribe. The scenery over there is beautiful, and you can find some really tasty. That just leaves the Flower Feather Clan, the Masters of the Nightwind, and the Collective of Plenty. If we get a chance after the pilgrimage, I'll be sure to show you around.
Well, if we're talking tribes, allow me to stand in for our chief and welcome you on behalf of the
Mualani, you're back!
Everything's settled on my end. My teammates took...
They probably just didn't see any drawbacks to your proposition.
We're saying the same thing here. You, my friend, are a formidable...
Hello there. Here to register?
That's right. I wanted to ask, though. These 2 travelers are very interested in the competition.
I'm sorry, but only people from Natlan are...
You couldn't make an exception just this once? This traveler is a renowned adventurer.
It's not that simple, Miss Mualani. Even a single exception sets a dangerous precedent for countless interested parties. The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending fire from the battle. This is the fire that fuels the sacred flame. Natlan is only...
Oh, so there's another purpose for the turn.
That was the initial purpose, actually. Every participant, whether they win or lose, contributes to the defense of our nation.
Exactly right, Mr. Kanich. Contending fire can only be produced in battles between people. Outlander participation would inhibit the production of this fire, which could in turn jeopardize the sacred...
Oh, so it all comes down to the contending fight. Well, you can still enjoy the event from the stands.
That would be great! Tourists like us are better suited. Still, there's something Paimon was wondering, actually. You read Paimon's mind, Traveler. Why doesn't everyone just fight together? You know, since you can bring them back to life.
The power of resurrection has its limits. For starters, the ode only works on those who
That's also why ordinary people who emerge victorious in the pilgrimage aren't sent to fight the Abyss. It's for their own protection. Although, they're still afforded the same honor as those...
That brings us to the other condition for resurrection. Not much to this one, actually.
Victory?
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must... Only those who triumph over the abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat in battle not only means death. The tales of the vanquished are eventually forgotten, and an ancient name cannot survive when the stories...
Yeah, they won, right? Isn't it the defeated ones who need revival?
You have to think about it at the team level. For example, 5 representatives will be sent. Even if 4 of them were to perish, the Ode of Resurrection would still take effect. All you need is for 1 person to return victorious.
Because every victory is a building block of our...
Of course, the team needs to be strong enough for that to be the case. That's why the first stage of the pilgrimage is divided into... No one fights alone. That is what we believe.
This all sounds pretty dangerous.
Well, that axiom is meant to be a warning as danger is always present. But together, we can move forward, united in the knowledge that, not to mention, the Abyss isn't an enemy with a concrete form. We're often...
I've actually fallen in battle before. I spent some time wandering the realm of the Wyab. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced.
The realm of the Wyab? Does that mean the Wyab exists somewhere?
Hard to say. The realm's not somewhere you can access by ordinary means, and very few people are capable of establishing a mental connection with the Wyab. We call this realm the Night Kingdom, a mysterious liminal space between the body and mind.
The fact that you were resurrected at all is the worst thing in the world.
Then releasing you from your timeout has gotta come in at a close second.
You would do well to speak with reverence of the almighty Dragon Lord Co.
If you're done arguing, your registration is now complete. It all went fairly quickly, considering we all know each other. In the meantime, you can all go rest at the hotel. As usual, dinner and lodging for tonight are free.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. All food and entertainment before family and friends included, which means you both dig in, you guys. Eat as much as you want. These dishes are all local specialties. There's more where this came from too, so don't be shy. Let's feast until the bill gives the Archon a heart attack.
Don't be dramatic.
The Pyro Archon is very generous, even if it does cause some trouble for all. Speaking of trouble, I've locked a How away.
Wait, isn't that a little harsh?
Nah, Kanich and Ahau are always like that. What's got you all down in the dumps, Kachina?
I know. I can't keep using my age as an excuse. I have to get stronger. I have to prove to people that I'm not trying to avoid the night war.
You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You know your own heart. So stop beating yourself up over other people's opinions. If they don't think you deserve to bear your ancient name, they can take it up with the Wyup. Trust me, Kachina. The Wyup see something special in—
I just hope it's not the fact that I can take a few punches. Yeah, I'm on a 7 or 8 pilgrimage losing streak.
To be honest, losing 7 or 8 times isn't even a lot. Maybe other people can't see your improvement, but you're—
Yeah, didn't you say you got really close before?
It's just, what if I don't even make it through the team stage this time?
Hey, have a little faith, will you? You stumble, and I'll be there to get you back on your feet. Run into someone you can't beat, and we'll face them together. I know you've never tasted victory, but you trust me, don't you?
Alani, I trust you. I definitely do. And I still don't know why the Wyup chose me to inherit, but I can't be the only bear who's ever felt this way.
Not to mention, the fact that your ancient name has survived until now means all your forebears managed. Otherwise, it would be lost to us by now, shattered by defeat in battle.
That's right! And you'll have us rooting for you too!
No. It should be the other way around. I was clearly the one who asked to learn, but still. Thanks, you guys. I'll win this time for sure. I won't let your support— Oh, right. I should eat something. My mom said—
Nice to see your game.
Thanks for encouraging her, you two. It's easy for people to only see how she has a lot to—
Don't you worry. We've seen how kind and hardworking she is.
Take it easy. You're getting—
I'll pour you all some drinks.
She even travels with homemade juice?
Kachina's backpack is practically a bottomless—
That's true, but she definitely only offered us some so she could go find somewhere to—
Seems like you two really look out.
She's like a little sister to me, you know? She's already so talented. She just needs that one decisive win to convince her of it. And I have a feeling this is the one. This could be the win that finally gives her that—
Why are you so sure? Is that what happened to you?
Oh, no. I was just born confident.
Mulani's being modest. She's already a 3-time veteran of the Night Warden Wars. Came out on—
Wow, that's amazing!
Nah, it's no big deal. The opponents I had to face were pretty tame, that's all. Either way, the challenges haven't been that difficult so far. But I'd love to fight alongside Kachina and experience the glory of victory.
Paimon gets it! That's how Paimon and the Traveler are too. Of course! Just think about it, Traveler! Where would you be without your guide?
Drinks are here. Better try them while they're still fresh.
Feeling better now, Kachina?
Me? I'm gonna get some meat in my system, then head out.
I'll come with you.
Just don't go overboard, okay? The last thing
If only we had...
All right, fine. Make sure you guys are up on time.
Attaboy. I knew you'd get...
Kachina!
Oh, it's you two! I just finished training with Mualani.
Well, you worked so hard to introduce us to Natlan, we wanted to return the favor.
Wow, you guys are exactly like Kachina described. No wonder she's already your biggest... Guess I should make myself scarce, though. Kachina was the one who helped you out all day, so I don't want to intrude on your secret teachings.
Huh? What do you mean? Observation?
Yeah, the person who hits the hardest isn't...
Oh, I think I get it. You're saying, fight smarter, not harder. Having the strength to win is
Atta girl, Kachina! Exploit your opponent's weaknesses while maximizing your own strengths, and you're sure...
You're right. I just need to focus. When I get nervous, mind sticking around a little longer, Mualani?
Sure.
Thanks for taking the time to teach me, you two.
Just give it your best shot!
Morning, Traveler. Morning, Paimon.
Looks like everyone's here right on time. Good to see that no one overslept.
Says the one who only made it because I was there to get you!
How? Not so loud. You're gonna give me a headache.
Well, if you don't do well today, we know who to...
See how your friends talk to me, Kanich? I help you wake them up, make sure everyone's on time, and do I get a...
Mualani's right, though.
Hopeless.
All right, moving on. How did you...
I had some nerves at first, but my bed was...
That's good to hear. Maybe you handle stress better than you know.
The competition's about to start. Did everyone...
A little. Didn't want to...
Oh no, we were so busy focusing on...
I thought that might happen. Here, I brought you some. No thanks necessary.
Attention, everyone! The tournament is about to begin. All contestants proceed.
Well, I'd say more, but that's our cue. The opening ceremony is what kicks everything off.
Don't you worry. Paimon's gonna cheer so loud.
Thanks, you two.
Well, we should get going.
Okay, bye-bye.
Attention, everyone! The tournament's about to begin. All spectators, please take your seats.
Oh, that's our cue! Wow, we've definitely never witnessed a competition of this.
The pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame is a competition with a long, storied history. Countless hopefuls have gathered here today, each vying for the same prize, the right to serve their homeland in the Night Warden Wars. Before we begin, allow me to remind everyone of the rules. Today's tournament begins with each team will board a hot air balloon, which will land at a random location. Contestants must search for fire towers within the contest grounds, accumulate contending fire through combat, and bring a sufficient amount back to the stadium. Defeat in combat, departure from the contest grounds, and running out of time all lead to elimination. Only the strongest teams will be able to Only those who emerge triumphant in the team stage earn the right to take part in the individual battles. The outcome of these one-on-one matches, not after many rounds of battle, the contestants with the top 5 rankings will get the chance to take part in the Night Warden. Now, let us welcome our Archon as she delivers the opening address.
Skill, strategy, fortune, form. Many factors influence strength, but victory never lies. The pilgrimage is not merely a trial to determine the strongest among us, but also a stage. Today marks the beginning of yet another legendary saga, one written in the triumphs of the victors. so. With
So that's the Pyro Archon? Is it just Paimon? Kachina said she was friendly and welcoming, but, how did she come to that? Yeah, but it would be kind of rude to bother her during the pilgrimage, don't you think? We should wait for a better time.
Well, folks, it's clear the contestants are already raring to go. The teams will now board their hot air balloons and make their way to the competition grounds.
Chaska! Chaska!
Yeah,
Do
it!
Kick their butts, Itzna!
Go, Mualani, go!
You can do it, Kachina!
And the crowd goes wild! The hot air balloons are about to ascend. Contestants, prepare yourselves to take flight! Remember the rules. The balloons will take you to random locations, and your battle starts the moment you land. Best your competition. Good luck, everyone!
Guess this is where we're starting.
Let me see. It seems pretty quiet around here. Let's head that way. We don't need to worry about avoiding.
Okay,
Just remember, don't hesitate. The team match.
And with that, the pilgrimage is now underway. Time for the contestants to give it.
Oh, a fire tower! And an unoccupied one from the looks of it.
Milani, I really want to win this time. I want to win this pilgrimage and become a true warrior.
That's what I like to hear. Let's meet.
If your team has gathered enough fire, please proceed to the stadium as quickly as possible. I repeat, as quickly as possible.
Congratulations, Mualani! Kongratulations, Kachina! You've successfully...
amazing!
Congratulations!
Keep it up, Mualani!
Kachina!
Kachina! Kachina!
You two can take a short break while the team stage comes to a close. After that, we'll proceed to the next stage of the competition. I wish you both...
You two are assigned to different lounge areas.
Solo battles next. And I was 3 wins short last time. Just calm down.
Hold it right there. This is the contestants' lounge.
We're contestants too. Let us through.
According to my list, you're not among the individual match contenders, nor are you related to any of the...
Well, we'd still be candidates if it was just based on strength. We only lost because 2 other contestants snuck up on us like cowards. If you could just go, God...
Wait, you two are...
Well, look who we have here. Remember us? Your little trick got us. Since we've crossed paths again, let's settle this once and for all. We'll see who truly deserves...
Right now?
Don't mind him, Kachina. Tournament rules place you under no obligation to honor that request. You! Don't just stand there! Get security over here!
Forget the rules. Isn't the pilgrimage about picking the strongest warriors? She just happened to catch us off guard. Exactly. Now's our chance.
Kachina!
Who are you?
Traveler! Paimon!
We just came to have a chat, and then all of a sudden these guys were threatening you! You're not bullying Kachina on our watch!
Thanks, you guys. I don't know your names, but if you really want to... It has to wait until after the tournament, though. I need to focus on the upcoming matches.
That's enough, you two. Being caught off guard is not an excuse. If this behavior persists, you may find yourselves barred.
Whatever. Let's go.
Are you alright? You're not hurt anywhere, are you?
No, thanks to you. To be honest, I totally blanked out just now. I had no idea what to do. Right.
That sounds more like it. You can do it!
I heard there was trouble. Has the situation been resolved?
Yes. It was nothing out of the ordinary. A couple of sore losers coming...
Some people are so obsessed with glory. They can't. I hope you don't let him get to you, Kachina, because you'll need to get ready.
That came up quick. All right.
You must be Kachina. You know, people told me I got lucky in the draw, but I beg to differ. There are no coincidences in the arena. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what you're made of. The team stage ended before well, anything you...
I won't lose. I really want to earn a spot in the Night Warden.
All right, our contestants have each said their piece. To your places, everyone. And begin!
I actually lost.
Congratulations to Kachina for taking the win. Let's give her a round of applause, everyone.
That's one down! Woohoo!
Where do you come from, kid? Think you've got what it takes to go to... I hate to break it to you, but it won't be easy to...
And you?
You don't recognize me? Figures. Our generation's been in decline ever since Ateya and the others were... Either way, once we face off...
Leo!
Hear that? Exhilarating cheer. Gotta hand it to you, kid. You really impressed me. I take back what I said before our match. You've got what it takes, Kachina. Youngsters like you, you'll forge your own miracles.
And it's Kachina for the win! We'll now head into a short break as our contestants prepare.
Thanks for cheering me on, you two.
You were great out there! You faced a lot of impressive competitors, but they never stood a chance.
I don't think I did too shabby either. I've never got...
You ready for the last round, Kachina?
Moalani!
I got permission to come see you before the last round starts. Based on your score, it looks like you'll make it to the night. But, your final opponent... It's me.
What?
Yeah, I just found out myself. We're really close in the rankings, so... Only the winner, but I wanted...
I did too, but it is what it is. People with similar scores tend to get matched against each other, but we just have to get past it. War is cruel, and the Abyss certainly isn't going to go easy on... So, I'm going to give this battle my all, Kachina. To hand victory to your opponent is to take pity on them. But no one's asking for pity here, yeah? So, you ready?
I'll do my best!
Atta girl.
So, if one of you has to lose, who should we...
You mean one of us is destined to win? I'll be happy no matter who wins. And I know you feel the same way, Kachina. So, don't overthink it. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you at...
I've been training so long for this, and Moalani's helped so much. I'm going to show thanks for believing in me.
After the final phase, the winner of this match will take the final spot among the victors. Give it up for a longtime contender and first-time finalist from the Children of Echoes, Kachina!
You get this, Kachina!
And her opponent from the people of the Springs, a young prodigy and Night Warden Wars veteran, Mualani! This face-off between old friends promises to be an explosive showdown. May the best warrior win!
You've come so far. Still nervous?
Why does it have to be you? Still, I'm glad in a way. Even if I lose, I won't have any regrets.
Come on! Kachina, this is no time to be modest. I know you want this more than me. And it's about time you start sounding like it, okay?
I want to win. Mualani, this one's mine!
Look.
The winner is, from the Children of Echoes, Kachina! And with that, the winners of this pilgrimage have been decided. Put your hands together for our victors as we welcome them to the stage. With her 6th consecutive win, Cheska of the Flower Feather Clan. She managed to turn the tides all by herself. Iansan of the Collective of Plenty. With an explosive comeback 10 years in the making, Kayulani of the People of the Springs. A seasoned and renowned warrior, Kibangu of the Scions of the Canopy. Last but not least, finally living up to her true potential, Kachina of the Children of Echoes.
Woo! Over here, Kachina!
I made it. Feels like a dream.
This is no dream. Your strength is what got you here.
We'll be going to war together. It's an honor to fight alongside you, Kachina.
No matter how many pilgrimages I witness, I'm always overwhelmed with pride in this moment. Pride for you, my brave warriors. You give me faith that our innumerable sacrifices are not in vain, that the future of Natlan shall burn with the brilliance of a blazing fire. Brave warriors, the following is an order, and also a personal request. Go forth and crush the abyss! Seize victory and glory for Natlan!
As you command.
command!
Traveler, Paimon, there you are! I wanted to thank you for supporting Kachina back there. She really has not that it feels good to lose, but I'm happy for her. Hey, wanna go for a walk? Kachina and the others will be busy fighting the Abyss.
Sure. What do you say, Traveler? Something on your mind?
Listen, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. But she's got experienced, powerful companions to take. Glory always comes with a risk. If victory was assured, no one would. She's not one to fall so easily. She bears the ancient name Uthabiti, after all. We just need to hold the fort while they're gone. Come to think of it, you've never visited my tribe, have you? The people of the Springs live alongside the Kaholasaurus. Our tribe is an ideal spot for some R&R.
Looks like you beat me to it.
Kinich?
I was planning on inviting you to visit the Scions of the Canopy. Most of the adventures that belong to the Guild come from—
Hey, first come, first served. You snoozed.
Yeah, you were first. Still, Traveler, Paimon, feel free to stop by if you ever have time.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
All right, let's pack up and head out.
Holiday going on?
We try to treat every day like a holiday around here. We believe... Now, let me show you around. Shochiqui Cattle Records. Kalumchi Plot. The hot springs, of course. Natural hot springs have tons of health benefits. Go for an...
Wait, you want us to bake?
Oh, don't be shy. Come on, I'll take you to get you...
Mualani!
Huh? Oh, Auntie Atea!
Please, I've told you that just Atea is... Were you taking these two to the hot springs?
That's right. Oh, let me introduce you. This is the Traveler, and the small one next to her is Paimon. They only just arrived in Natlan, so I'm taking them around.
Hi there!
I'm Mualani's neighbor, Atea. By the way, Mualani, I heard you lost to Kachina during the pilgrimage. Is that true?
Yeah, I was this close to winning. Oh, definitely not the result I wanted, but still not too surprising. Kachina's always been strong. Anyway, it's all in the past. I'm gonna take these two for a dip in the hot... Oh, wait. You'll need swimsuits first. I'm sure I can find you something lying around the shop.
Hold it right there, young lady. Have you forgotten the rule about bathing in the hot springs?
Rule? Oh, wait, you mean...
There's a rule about bathing in the hot springs?
That's right. Outlanders have to complete a trial at an artificial hot spring before they're allowed access to the natural ones.
It's not nearly as scary as it sounds. Basically, natural hot springs have higher temperatures that not everyone can withstand. A few travelers have gotten scalded by the water in the past, so now we have an unwritten rule. All Outlanders need to adapt to the lower temperature artificial springs first. But seriously, Auntie Atea, do we have to be so strict? These two are formidable adventurers. I know they can...
Famous last words. The hot springs are not to be underestimated. You can never be too careful. Besides, the environment's been unstable lately.
Oh, that sounds dangerous. You know, Paimon's really not all...
Exactly. There will be no excessive risk-taking on my watch. Mualani?
Okay.
That's more like it. And don't try anything funny. I'm heading to the artificial spring in a bit, and if I don't see you there, your days of copying...
Relax.
Much better. How else would I have the energy to keep an eye on all you Hey! You over there! How many times have I told you no roughhousing?
Oh, shoot! That weird lady's back again!
Run! Stop right there! Ugh, you need a stern talking to!
She sure has a lot of energy.
She's a legend in our tribe. Everyone knows her. Back before I inherited my ancient name, she was one of Natlan's most renowned warriors, famous for her love of hot springs. In fact, she often threw parties at the hot springs. She referred to anyone who came to these parties as her hot spring buddies. The attendees were all respected warriors like Liliuo, Kaiulani, Vichama, oh, and the Archon.
If Paimon lived here, she would take advantage of the hot springs too.
It's just, during battle, she was impaled in the abdomen by an abyssal monster. The doctors managed to save her life, but they made it clear that she could never bathe in the hot springs again. Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her internal organs and the progression.
Oh, no wonder she has so many scars. Paimon had no idea she was so seriously injured.
That's normal. She never talks about her injury. She's worked tirelessly over the years to dig up artificial springs so that more and more people can experience our tribe's natural wonders, even though she can't enjoy them herself. Anyway, let's head to the artificial springs. If Auntie Atea gets there before us, we're gonna be...
Oh, I see. That's a great idea. I like it.
See, I told you the chief would agree. Well, let's get moving then. We can't let a word of this slip to anyone else.
Hey, Amina, Hikaru, Marukao! You three seem particularly cheerful today.
Oh, Mulani! You're back. Who are these two?
This is the Traveler and Paimon, two very important guests. I wanted to take them to the natural hot springs, but...
Oh, what a coincidence! We were just talking about her.
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the better.
Really? How can you tell?
Okay, so while you've been busy with the pilgrimage, we noticed that she's been visiting the hot springs alone at night. Specifically, the hot springs in the cave to the north of our settlement. I'm sure you know the one. Apparently, she used to go there a lot before she could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night. I mean, it's pretty obvious what...
Yeah, so we got to thinking, what if we renovated the abandoned spring behind her back, then threw her a huge surprise party? Chief Amina thinks it's a great idea too. So, you want in?
Of course! How could you even think of pulling this off without me? I'm a little busy right now, though. I'll come find you once we're done at the hot springs.
Of course! Take your time. You should focus on our guests for now. These artificial springs are pretty new, but the experience is just as good as the natural ones if you ask me. We really worked hard on them, and you two. I know you want to focus on Atea's surprise, but don't forget your patrol duties in the meantime.
You got it, Chief. We'll keep an eye out. You can...
All right, we're off then. See you at the abandoned spring, Mualani.
I'm also gonna head out. Have fun!
Finally, it's hot spring time! Oh, I already arranged swimwear for you. So, what do you think?
Yeah, it's so nice. The steam is warm too.
The first time I came to the hot springs, there was no calming effect whatsoever. I was such a little ball of energy, the moment my parents looked away, I ran off to the high temperature pools. It was actually pretty funny looking back on it. They were absolutely frantic, looking for me all over, until finally they saw my head slowly poke out from under the water. I was too young to remember the whole ordeal, but my parents told me all about it. A natural-born swimmer, my mother called me. Just like her, I taught myself, so feel free to go for a swim. I'll be right here if you need rescuing.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Auntie Atea, you really came to check on us?
Of course. And I'm glad you listened. I brought you all some milk and snacks as well. The temperature in the artificial springs isn't too high, so I went with Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips. See how you like them.
Oh, thank you!
Well, I did make them myself. few young people know how to truly appreciate hot springs, so listen carefully. The temperature of the hot spring, not only to bathe in a hot spring, is to completely empty your mind. As such, swimming around the pool is...
Hey!
All right, looks like you were able to adapt to the temperature, no problem. You should be able to switch to the naturals. Well, I've got to get going. Oh, and make sure you drink your milk. I'm looking at you, Mulan. That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you.
Okay.
Paimon didn't think you were the type to do something like...
I remember thinking I'd totally get away with it too. But turns out milk is pretty easy to spot when you pour it into clear water. Some people get dizzy if they stay in here too long. You guys all right?
Paimon's fine, just a bit stuffed.
Looks like you two are naturals. Oh, by the way, I have to leave you on your own for a little while this afternoon. I certainly don't trust their aesthetic tastes. Who knows what will become of the... In exchange, though, I can recommend a couple of shops that are worth a visit. Huh?
Yeah, she brought us snacks and taught us about the hot springs. Friends are supposed to help each other out. We'd feel bad otherwise.
Well then, the more the merrier. All right, we should get going. Let's organize the best hot spring...
Mulani! Wait, you brought our guests too?
We're here to help.
But you're important guests. We can't put you to work.
All right. Stop trying to out-polite each other, would you? Now, where to start? Looks like the water outlet is blocked pretty bad. Ooh, those boxes in the corner need to be thrown out as well. Also, someone needs to go out and get some cloth, wood, and decorations. Oh, and snacks too. I say we get enough for 20 or 30.
I'm not good at
Hey, I'm not any better, and I wouldn't even know what to buy.
Yeah, that works too. I can introduce you to all the shops while we're at it. Hey there, Yellowfath. Hope business has been...
Well, if it isn't Mualani, back from the pilgrimage?
That's right. Didn't make the cut this year, though.
Well, it wouldn't be a competition if everyone got to win.
Here, it's all on the list. Quite a sizable order, as you can see.
Wow, that is a large order. What's it all for? A party?
That's right. Keep this between us for now, but...
Wait, you're saying she can go in the hot springs again? That's great news! How about this? You can have the decorations on the house, and I'll give you 20% off the cloth and wood.
Come on, I know you can sweeten the deal. That pile of wood's been sitting there since I left for the pilgrimage. At this rate, you need...
All right. Such a handful.
Wow, that was amazing, Mulan.
All in a day's work. By the way, Yellowfath, are these 2 stones for sale?
Interested? They won't come cheap.
I'm not planning to haggle this time, I promise. Package them separately. Nope. Kachina likes shiny little trinkets, so whenever I come up, I'll hold on to them for now. It'll be a nice little surprise for her.
All right, that should be everything.
Let me see... Huh?
That's on the house. 7 years ago, when the Abyss attacked our tribe, Atea saved my brother's life. She never asked for anything in return, but I could never forget what she did for my So, send her my regards, would you? And...
Oh, we will. It's gonna be a party to remember. Well, that's our shopping done. We're back. How's everything going? Wow, this place cleaned up nice.
I would hope so. We spent all day clearing out debris from the bottom of the spring. Did you guys get everything?
Oh, we brought back tons of stuff.
All right then, roll up.
Actually, why don't you two take a break? I'll handle it from here. So, I was brainstorming on the way over, and I'm thinking we could draw something on... So, what do you think? Now,
It looks amazing! Paimon had no idea you were...
well, I'm usually the one in charge of the family store, so I'm pretty good at things like not to mention this was totally a group effort. Still, I didn't expect it to take quite this long. Guess it's...
Yeah, tonight's definitely not gonna work. Chief Amina set up those patrols to guard against the Abyss, and Atea volunteered. So she's on watch tonight.
I see. Well, this could actually be a good thing. She can relieve all the exhaustion of... Well, let's call it a day then. Traveler, Paimon, you must be tired too. All right, this is it. Get a good night's sleep, okay?
Yep, good night! Paimon's exhausted. Anyway, we need to be well rested for the party tomorrow, so let's head inside.
To arms, everyone! To arms!
Why not?
Traveler, Paimon, wake up!
Mualani? What's going on?
It's the Abyss. Our patrols are trying to drive them back as we... Come with me. I'll take you somewhere...
Mualani, a little help over here. We can...
One moment. I'll be right there. Really? That's perfect. I've been waiting for the chance to fight by your side. Hang in there. We're here to help. We've cleared out most of the monsters over here. Thanks for your help. Looks like we're still in for a long night, though. Let's go ask Amina. She'll have a better handle. Amina!
Oh, it's you three. Thank you for helping clear out those monsters. We were prepared for an attack, but we didn't have enough people to prevent them from breaking through our defenses. No casualties so far.
Where'd they come from this time?
The east side. We've pinpointed the position of an abyssal pylon, but
An abyssal pylon?
A kind of gate created by the Abyss. One that allows monsters from the Night King. The only way to end the attack is to destroy the pylon as soon as possible. Otherwise, the endless hordes of monsters will...
Exactly. That's what I'm most concerned about. Their numbers suggest there might even be multiple pylons in the...
All right, we'll go seal off the one to the east. Traveler, Paimon, can I count on your help again?
Of course! We can't just sit back and...
On behalf of the people of the Springs.
Let's go. There's no time to lose. Take care.
Whew! That should do it, right?
I don't see any more monsters, so... Looks like we're...
Do these attacks happen a lot? Must be hard on your tribe.
Yeah, it makes things hard sometimes, but... Besides, the Abyss doesn't care how difficult our lives are. Come on, we should head back. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there something over there?
You're right. Mualani, look! Wait, that area looks kind of familiar.
What? How? We probably don't have any reinforcements over there. Atea, what are you doing here?
Where do you think? I was in a hurry, so it's not my best work.
Stop talking for now. That wound looks bad. The abyssal...
Is this the right area? Hello? Anyone there? Mualani. And...
Atea took care of it, but she's injured. Quick,
All right, stop fussing. Don't you think I know my own limits? The main thing is they didn't destroy anything.
Wait, no. This was meant to be a surprise.
For me, right? I know.
Atea!
You think I couldn't tell you were avoiding me on purpose? Not one of you. And you, Mualani. Were you the one that brought the snacks? How many times?
Forget about that. The doctor's almost here, and you're gonna get all better. Then...
The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other.
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
The anguish he feels has brought him. I also came across a teardrop crystal. Can you
Atea! Atea! Wait, what do you mean? What is this? Some sort of purification? The abyssal power, it's being cleansed away!
How can that be? I never knew that was even possible.
Atea!
The mark of the abyss. It's gone.
Yes, thanks to the Traveler. By the way, Traveler, are you alright? I just saw you purify abyssal power from Atea's body. That didn't injure you, and you're sure? Good. Good.
Thank goodness. You scared us all half to death just now.
Alright, everyone, head back and get some rest. We'll meet here. We'll celebrate Atea's recovery and our triumph over the abyss. And most importantly, we'll show the Traveler and Paimon how grateful we are for their aid.
Got it!
Got any other secret powers I should know about? But seriously, you really came through for us tonight, so thank you.
Paimon almost forgot you had that ability. You used it back in Mondstadt to cleanse Dvalin's tears, didn't you? That was some quick thinking, Traveler. Huh? You look like something's bothering you.
Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her...
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the better.
She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night. I mean, it's pretty obvious what that means, right?
Hello? Traveler? Maybe you can zone out some other time because Paimon can barely keep her eyes open.
Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? Hot spring temperature too high? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. I was hoping to keep it a secret for a few more days. Didn't want to ruin the celebrations and all. But looks like it was no use.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Come on. Let's go for a walk.
Hey,
Just going to get some air. It's too noisy and you have fun. We'll be right back. Oh, and there are extra snacks in that box over there if they need replenishing.
All right, sounds great.
Mualani.
Yeah?
You've gotten so tall. You know that. Tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business. Seriously, Atea, what's going on? Traveler, did something happen? Both of you seem a little off today.
I guess I should explain. I wasn't visiting the hot springs because I was getting better. And that pylon yesterday, I didn't go face it by myself because I was reckless or too anxious to wait for It's because Your friend saved my life in that cave, and because of that, I got to enjoy the celebration, the hot springs. I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have left.
Oh.
Mualani?
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not. That's what you said back at the artificial spring. I wanted to believe you were actually recovering.
You want to know something? Recovery, death, to me, the two aren't all that different. You've never been resurrected, so you might not understand. But Death and I, we're old pals by now. There's nothing sad about being reunited with an old friend. I lived with regret for a long time. Regret that my illness meant I could no longer take to the front lines. But yesterday, I was finally able to let go of that regret. Seeing you out there, it made me realize that I don't need to worry about our tribe. Even if I was never injured, old age would still take me one day. Just remember, whether in life or death, I am always with you.
I understand. Seems like you've given this a lot of thought, Atea. I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe, our nation, and live up to the example you set for me.
Good. Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A talisman I've carried with me my whole life. It may seem strange to say while I'm still alive, but just it's brought me good fortune in battle. Even after I became too sick to fight, I never took it off. Just tell her it embodies fond memories and my strength of will.
Don't worry. We'll make sure she gets it.
All right. That's all I wanted to say. Let's head back to the party. No use spending what little time I have left being sad.
Traveler, Atea, Mualani! If you don't...
Excuse me, what did I say about bathing in the hot springs up? Life is a journey in which there's no turning back.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholasaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. They're Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so not much has changed since we first met her.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so nice.
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later
Hey, Mualani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back as well?
Kachina fell in battle. But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time.
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
All right, thanks for letting me know. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there.
Mualani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now. Like, think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, not that Paimon wants them.
Relax, I get it. The Abyss, at a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't, but through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Tevat. That's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time, and Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct. But its method, we now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get...
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against... To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? Be my guest. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. The sea's not going in.
Whoa, this place is packed already!
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her sleeve, by the way. She's just as strong as Kachina made her out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
What's going on?
This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all. Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off. Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory.
Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No! She's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened, so don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance. You have concerns?
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend sooner, you should join the investigation. So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat. Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss, of doing her part to defend Natlan. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon would be there to bring her back to life. Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends? Or her murderers?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to me, Mualani. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean...
The sacred flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the sacred flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel, but we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you, and unlike Kenichi, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart. But I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice other people for her sake.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer, and the end result will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the sacred flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach. I understand your anger, Mualani, but I hope that provided some clarity at least.
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain everything so patiently.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That would—
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss has taken Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually you become one with the sea of souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose to go as well.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared? Well, if you're going, Traveler, Paimon's going too.
Lali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs, but that spiritual quality also means it can be used to search for an ancient name.
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate. Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to be done.
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She's...
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. Like, if things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all. But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it, and once this is all over, I'll pay Atea a visit.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of Contending Fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of Contending Fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the breaking point. As things stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution. But you chose otherwise.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean?
Yes. Come with me. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name-bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wyab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends, not us. All we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.